Hello, everybody. My name is Polly Aquilino, and I am the admin for a keto support group that I just started about 2.5 months ago. And we have about 1,300 members now, and we're just, we get new members every day. So it's Keto Kaleidoscope. Look inside and discover the beauty of change. You'll notice this is my first video that I'm making for my group with my banner that my wonderful husband had made for me. So this will always be in the background when I either go live or when I do videos for you guys. So anybody that I'm so happy, everybody that's in my group, I'm so happy you guys are here. Anybody that's not in our group, the link will be down below this YouTube video, and you just click on it and request to join, and we would love to have you. It's a supportive, empowering group, so it's great. I'd like to think we're making a difference in people's keto journeys and trying to teach them smarter ways to do it, because keto can be it can be challenging at times, but the more tips and tricks you get from other people, I mean, I know I've learned a lot. I started my keto journey back in September, and I have lost over 70 pounds since September. So I have about 18 to go, but just taking it slow. My weight loss is slowing up, which is okay because this is my lifestyle now. So, and that's good. So what I try to do is I try to get on here and talk about some topics that I've been getting so many messages on, or that's in our group, or things like that. And so the one thing that I wanted to talk about today, two things. Number one, real quick, I want to go over sugars and what they are kind of known as, so you can become really good ingredient readers. And the other thing is I want to talk about is drinks. I know non-alcoholic drinks, not alcoholic drinks. That'll be a separate video. But I know that water, people get really, really tired of water. I've had people message me, say they hate water. What are they going to do? So I just gathered some research, checked some other videos out, and I kind of compiled a list that I thought would be really good for you guys just to have as a base. You can always come back to refer to it or whatever. So, so this is kind of what I want to address. The other thing I wanted to say for the groups, the members in my group, is yesterday I announced that I'm working with Kiss My Keto, and they offered our group members a discount at checkout. So you get 10% off anything that you order. And so that's kind of cool. So if you go on the group, you'll be able to get that code, and you'll be able to plug that in and get 10% off, and it's free shipping. So it does beat Amazon's prices on the thing. So at least it'll save us a little bit of money. So again, if you want to join our group, links down there. So today I want to talk about sugars real quick, just the good and the bad. Now there's artificial sweeteners and there's natural sweeteners. So natural sweeteners tend to be what we want to use on keto, although some of them can spike our insulin levels. So we have to be careful with that too. So, and I do have my cheat sheets, as everybody knows that's watched my videos. I just want to make sure I get the talking points right. So I do have my papers here. So let's start with the bad sugars. The bad sugars, first of all, sucrose. Anything ending in OSE is probably bad. There's some exceptions, but if you see anything in the ingredients list ending in OSE, I would probably avoid it. I mean, especially any frequency, any high frequency of use. You know, in moderation. Look, this is life, guys, and I know sometimes you're in a jam and you have to, but for the most part, you know, you need to stay away from the OS, because it's all kinds of names that the food industry gives sugars. So the first one I want to talk about is sucrose. When you see sucrose, that is table sugar. That's all it is. It's just table sugar. So you want to stay away from that. It'll spike your blood sugar just like table sugar would. That's what another name that it equals table sugar. So you want to stay away from sucrose. And I bring these few sugar terms up because they're reasons why the drinks, some I'm going to say aren't keto and some are. So that's why I wanted to kind of get it straight in your heads first. So sucrose, don't eat or drink anything with sucrose in it. The other one is Splenda. Splenda is not good, okay? Splenda is a combination of 2 sugars. Sucralose, which is okay. Sucralose is okay. We'll get to that next, but sucralose is okay. The problem is Splenda is a combination of sucralose and maltodextrin. And in my group, I tell everybody maltodextrin can raise your insulin levels higher than regular sugar or sucrose. So Splenda is out because it's both of them. It's sucralose, which is okay, and then it's maltodextrin, which is not okay. There's lots of information on my group about why it's not, but so there's that. So let's do the next one is aspartame. Aspartame is not going to take you out of ketosis. It's not, but there's been studies done. They're still doing studies about it. It kind of is not good for your brain. It kind of changes things in your brain to not really good. So I'm not going to get into deep aspartame. I don't drink aspartame, but it will not take you out of ketosis. So if you choose to drink things with aspartame in them, that's your choice. That's fine. I mean, we embrace everybody on my group. So aspartame is something that I don't recommend, but if you drink it, that's okay. So the good sugars are stevia. Stevia is great for keto. It's the #1 natural sugar, natural sweetener for keto lifestyle. Okay. I use stevia a lot, but sometimes some things it leaves an aftertaste and I can't really do it, but that's okay. So stevia is a good one. The other one that's iffy is the sucralose I was telling you about. Splenda is sucralose and maltodextrin. Sucralose, it's keto in that it won't raise your insulin levels, but it is an artificial sweetener. As long as you know it's an artificial sweetener, some people really just swear off artificial sweeteners and they want to go for the natural ones. Sucralose is artificial, and they are in some of the drinks I'm going to mention to you that are in the iffy category. But so those are the sugars, okay, that I'm going to talk about in the drinks. So the drinks on keto, water is the #1. You want to drink water. I drink 1 gallon a day. You're supposed to drink the number of ounces of half your body weight. So I drink 1 gallon, which is over what I need to drink, but it just makes me feel good. I consistently lose weight. So for me, 1 gallon is good. During the week, it's a little easier. I'm at work. On the weekends, it's a little tougher, but I really do try to get water in. But sometimes I get tired of water. I really do. So let me go over the good waters, okay? The good drinks that you can have instead of just plain natural water, okay? So you can have some, you can have fruit water. If you put water, this is my water bottle that I use, and it's got a strainer on it. So sometimes I will put a few strawberries. I will put a couple oranges, and I know that oranges are not, fruit is not good for keto, but it's such trace amounts that you can actually do. I don't do it with all my water, maybe 16 ounces a day just to kind of give me a flavor. So if you want to put some fruit, maybe 1 or 2 slices of orange, strawberries, whatever, in your water, not directly in your water, but put it in the little, it's trace amounts of carbs. So that's okay. If you just need to kind of change up, that's good. The other one is bone broth. Bone broth is amazing. On my group, I talk about how amazing it is. There's so many benefits. It's got collagen in it. It helps with like loose skin for folks that have lost a fair amount of weight. It helps with your gut health. It helps with inflammation. It helps your joints. It's really good stuff. So bone broth is something I drink 1/2 cup every day. So that's another drink that's really good for you. The other one is stir drops. The stir. Now, I don't have any, and I went to the store to get some, and they were out. So what I did was I wanted to show you guys what they look like. They are right here. Okay, stir. That's a picture of it. But they are wonderful. You can do any flavor you want. You can buy any. They're all keto. There's nothing in them that's bad. So stir drops, all natural stir drops that you drop into your water, they're wonderful. So that is totally a plus. Let's see, the next one was, tea bags. Most tea bags are okay. Some aren't. Some Lipton's, in the tea bags, they put stuff in them, so you have to read labels. The one that I use that's always, you can always count on it to be okay, is the Louisiana. that kind of, that is always something that you can count on, the Louisiana. Sometimes Lipton actually puts weird stuff in their tea bags, believe that or not. So just, if you're going to go for tea bags, check the labels or use the Louisiana, and then you'll be good. Zevia drinks. I actually have one here. Zevia drinks are really good. They're all natural. They're not going to spike your blood sugar. They're so much better than others that I'm going to mention on the iffy list. But they have all flavors. They have blackberry and flavors, but this is the cola one. So I drink this as opposed to a Diet Coke because it's great. It's all keto, and it's Zevia. And the other one is ice. The sparkling ice. There's nothing bad in there either. So I'll drink these once in a while. And again, guys, this is maybe once or twice a week. I don't substitute this for my water. I do drink a gallon of water a day, but these are just some options you have if you're like, I can't drink one more glass of water. So the other one is coffee, which on my group, I talk about bulletproof coffee. It's so amazing. The best kind of coffee to get are the coffee beans that just the whole beans, and you grind them and you make your coffee, and then you add whatever you want to. But you have to stay away from, and I'll talk about this in the bad drinks, you have to stay away from the ground coffee from beans in the store that's already bagged. So many have stuff in them. So again, you really have to read labels on that. So if you really want to get a true cup of coffee don't have to worry about labels, because coffee beans don't have labels. Y'all know I go to Fresh Market and get them out of the bins. So coffee is a great one. So bulletproof coffee on my group, I talk about that a lot. The other one is, let's see. Okay, so that is the Jordan skinny syrups. They're pretty good too. You can put them in your coffee for flavor. There's so many skinny syrups out there and not all the same, but Jordan skinny syrups are pretty keto. So that's good for you. Okay, let's talk about the bad ones. The bad ones are the Myo drops. I get questions all the time. MIO, the Myo drops. They have sucrose in them, which is just like sugar. Don't use them. Just don't use Myo drops. They will spike your blood sugar, and that may be, if your insulin level, if you test your ketones and your blood sugar, that can spike, and that can be why. So let's stay away from the Myo drops. Use the Shore instead, the Stir instead, okay? And let's see, what's the next one is Crystal Light. Crystal Light has maltodextrin in it. Most 95% of the Crystal Lights have maltodextrin. You want to stay away from Crystal Lights. So, and once you try the Stir, I think you'll like them. So Crystal Light is not keto friendly, because some of this stuff I tried and then I realized, but now that I know better, I do better, and I'm trying to share it with you guys. Powerade. Powerade has, the regular sugar Powerade has high fructose corn syrup in it. Stay away from it. It's not keto at all. Okay, so the iffy ones, okay? The iffy ones. Unsweetened iced tea. If you get Lipton or the pre-made kind, they put stuff in it. So just read your labels if you're getting like a gallon of unsweetened iced tea. Just don't think because it says unsweetened, there's not stuff in there that could spike your insulin levels and take you out of ketosis. So unsweetened iced tea, just be careful. Yes, they're okay if it's just iced tea and water. That's fine, like tea bags and water. But for the most part, you got to read your labels. The other one is Powerade Zero. Look, I know a lot of people drink it for electrolytes, and that's good. You can drink it, okay? It's got sucralose in it. And again, as long as you know that sucralose is an artificial sweetener, some people really stay away from those, then it's okay. I have drinking Powerade Zero. I don't drink it often, maybe once a month if I'm starting to get a headache or something. But for the most part, Powerade Zero does have sucralose in it. And it shouldn't raise your insulin levels, but it is an artificial sweetener. So I know a lot of folks try to stay away from that. Diet Coke and Coke Zero, that's like the #1 question I get. Look, you can drink it. Drinking a Diet Coke is not going to take you out of ketosis. It's just not. It's not going to raise your insulin levels either. However, it's made with aspartame. And like I said in the beginning of the video, aspartame does weird things to your brain. They're still researching it. And I just, in my research I've done, I don't recommend it on my page. I don't promote it on my page. If you do it and you're on my page, in my group, that's great. I have no, that's fine. But I'm just saying, just from my experience and my journey, I have stayed away from aspartame. So Diet Coke, Zero Coke, use Zevia instead. Use Zevia, it's good. So the other thing you want to watch for is is the coffee beans. Like I said before, the coffee beans that are like sweetened or flavored, you know, like hazelnut. Read your labels, because most of them have. So the best thing to do is just buy your coffee beans. So I think that I think I went over all the drinks that I kind of wanted to go over with you guys. So yeah, again, so I just try to do these little videos that are hot topics on our group. We would love to have you. Just, you know, click the link down there. And if you have any questions on this video, or if you have any comments in my group, just go ahead and ask them. And yeah, and I will see you for the next video. Thank you.